I've had so many exciting pentatonic breakthroughs. In this video, I will share the light bulb moments, but also share the struggles so you don't have to make the same mistakes I did. Today, you'll actually learn how to use the pentatonic scale to improvise your own guitar solos. This is how I wish the pentatonics were explained to me as a beginner to soloing. So grab your guitar and let's get into it. As a beginner to soloing, the first scale I learned was the A minor pentatonic scale. The root note is on the 5th fret of the low E string. And it looks and sounds like this. One of my first pentatonic breakthroughs was when someone showed me to focus on the root note of the scale as you're soloing. I have them colored in red here. A. Those are the home bass notes, the root note of the scale. For a long time, I didn't even look at those at all. I just played up and down the scale like this. And I know some of you can relate, but just that simple focus on those root notes, I'm going to put on this track, and connected to that is timing. Down, up, alternate pick through the scale, focusing on those root notes. Down, up, down, up. Just that simple focus gets you away from straight. You're focused and you have a direction you're going in, either starting low or starting high. This sounds elementary, but this is where it starts, that focus to get to those home bass notes because they sound connected, and then you're doing it with some timing, with some phrasing. And I encourage you to throw on a backing track. I'm going to leave a link for this track. It's in an A minor backing track. So obviously the A minor pentatonic scale works great over this, but practice with the track. You have that up or that down up motion. I'm going down, up, and down, up. And the next huge light bulb moment was just breaking out of this, but just there's a little extension called the House of Blues. Some of you might have heard of it. It's really the 5 notes of the pentatonic scale. The pentatonic scale is a 5-note scale. Penta meaning 5. But again, these 5 notes, excuse me, the root, this is your focus, your home bass note of that little box there. But it's totally connected to this. I'm just focusing on the root, down, up, just pausing though and having some time to regroup. this little extension. So 4 notes of the original pattern, the first position, 8, 5, 8, 5. And then we had that blues box. So you can slide up to 10, 8, slight bend back to that home bass note. 10th fret of the B string. It's an A note. While you're there, 10 on the B, 9 on the G, back to 10, 8 on the E, back to home bass. And you can walk down that first position. 5, 8, 5, 7, 5, back to that home bass note. Or you can do a slight bend before you go back to the home bass note. Even practicing with or without a track, do it in a musical way. You have those notes, your home bass notes, do it with some timing. Another big pentatonic breakthrough was learning, because someone showed me this, that the A minor pentatonic and C major pentatonic share the exact same notes. All we do, we're just shifting the focus from an A root to a C root within that same exact pattern. The other thing was shifting. Your first finger is minor in this position. If you look at it as your pinky for the major, this is a C note, the second note in the scale. If we play that exact same pattern, I have the root notes, the home bass notes colored in red. That's our new focus, our emphasis on the root, C. We can play a lot of the same moves that you use in the A minor pentatonic. Those same notes, when you go and focus to the C, have a totally different flavor. C, we're looking at C major now. It's just a C blues. We're playing a C and F and G in that track. And I'll leave a link for that track too, because I want you to get that major minor connection, because it just expands what you already know into a lot of different areas if you know that the A minor and the C major share all the same notes. But again, the diagram shows the root, the home bass note colored in red. You can walk down the scale again with the down, up, down, up. But you're landing on, with your first finger there, that's your home bass note, C, walking down the scale. And then with your pinky, you're hitting that C note again. C, C, C major. So if you remember, I said the A minor, you use your first finger there, the A minor first position. If you, no matter where you place that first finger, you can locate another minor pentatonic. Let's check out C minor pentatonic, because there's a C note here in the 8th fret of the low E string. If you play the exact same pattern, we have C minor pentatonic. Again, focusing on the C notes. Look at this. Check out what I just did there. The heart of blues rock soloing is just slightly mixing the major pentatonic and the minor pentatonic sound. This is a great way to start doing that using the pentatonic scale like the pros do. First finger, right there on the 8th fret, minor pentatonic. Major, go with that same note as your pinky. Now we play the same pattern, but starting here. This is how to use the pentatonic scale for improvising and creating great guitar solos. Our guitar heroes did it. This is a way to get you in that direction. Practice with these backing tracks. I'll leave a link for the 2 tracks I used in the video. Get that alternate picking down, get it in time, and use it to your advantage to get from home bass note to home bass note. Those little bends, licks that you've learned from other songs, you can implement into this style. Thanks for taking the time to hang out with me, and I hope to see you on the next one.